Cucumber by Emily Eidman. Lights up on a quirky coffee shop. The windows are huge, allowing copious amounts of natural light to stream throughout the coffee shop. There are multiple green, happy, and healthy plants placed throughout the space. It is inviting and comforting. Enter barista, rushing in. She is stressful to watch. Her posture resembles a macaroni noodle. She puts on her apron and sets her stuff below the counter.
Bye, Megan. See you tomorrow.
Her phone rings. The ringtone is a bop.
Hey, Mom. I just got into work. What's up? I'm fine. What do you need? Are we still talking about this? No, I will not go on a date with Dudley. Last time I saw him, he called me Milady unironically. I'm serious. He's repulsive. I don't give a fuck if he's rich. He looks like that chick from The Incredibles. That short bitch with the bob. Edna Mode. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll try to be nicer. Ugh. Could you look any worse? Sorry, Mom. Not you. It's just, I've kind of got my eyes set on someone else. Yes, the oat milk guy. No, I have not asked him out yet. He doesn't even know who I am. But I've been talking with Debbie, my therapist, and she said all I have to do is branch out, be more likable. Then he will come to me. I've been manifesting a lot lately. By the time I come and visit, you are going to be around a totally different gal. Relaxed, patient, and cucumber cool. Ugh, you're rude. I'm hanging up now. Bye. I love you too. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
She hangs up and stands to make herself some tea. As her back is turned to the counter, she starts to fill up her mug. Iced oat milk lavender latte enters.
Hey.
Shit!
Startled, she turns to look at the counter and pours hot water directly onto her hand.
Fuck. Sorry. Hi.
Did you just burn yourself?
No,
Are you all right?
I'm fine. What can I get for you?
Are you sure you're okay? I didn't mean to scare you. There's a CVS down the road. I wouldn't mind running over and grabbing some burn spray or something.
No, really. I'm fine. Thanks. Are you just getting your usual?
You know what my usual is?
Iced lavender latte, right?
Oat milk. Iced lavender oat milk latte, please.
Right. I love oat milk. Milk is gross. Except for that milk that's in cheese. I could eat that shit all day. Like blue cheese on a Beyond Burger. Literally life-changing.
I don't really eat dairy.
Cool, me neither. $4.78, please.
He hands her $5 and puts an extra dollar in the tip jar. Dudley enters from the men's bathroom, glances at the counter, and plops down onto one of the chairs with his back turned from the barista. He grumbles, loudly. He is clearly upset and checks his watch. She doesn't notice.
Thanks.
No problem. So, do you go to school around here?
She turns and begins to make his drink.
Yeah, the University of Washington. Digital media and photography is kind of my thing.
Me too. At the school part. I also go to school. Here.
The barista turns on the espresso grinder. Oat milk sign should be said over the whirring of the machine. It is really difficult to hear what he is saying.
That's cool. What's your major?
What?
What's your major?
She turns the grinder off.
I'm a junior.
Oh, nice. Me too. I recently transferred out here from Oregon. Seattle's a pretty cool city.
Try living here for 20 years. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that in a bad way. Like Seattle's fine. It's cool, but after existing in this space too long, it gets really stale. Loses its sparkle, you know?
I love Seattle. The water, the fashion, the smell of fresh nuts roasting at Pike's Place, even though I would never eat any. I'm super allergic, but even I can enjoy the smell. Or the way the vendors throw the fresh fish around and make unsuspecting customers catch them. I don't think this place could ever lose its sparkle.
She secretly writes her number on the drink and sets it on the counter for oat milk to grab.
It's funny until you're the one they're throwing the fish at. Then you reek of salmon all day.
Dudley notices the drink at the counter and quickly rushes and picks up the cup.
Sir, wait. I'm sorry, that isn't for you.
Holy heck, it was about frickin' time. I've been waiting for this dang choco milk for 15 minutes now. Hey, it's me. It's Dudley. How are you?
Dudley! Hey! Hi! I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. I'm actually gonna need to take that cup back from you now.
No way, Missy. I've been waiting for the scrumtillity duntress drink for eons now. Ew. Huh. Well, I'll be darned. Girlie, I've been asking for your number for months. And now you finally got the courage to share those digits? Well, heck to the yes. How does Friday night sound? I just discovered the most delectable restaurant where they serve a triple-decker grilled cheese Sammy that you can dip into Munster queso. Sounds fun, right? Oh, I knew you'd love that. I'm so excited. You know, I was beginning to think you didn't like me, but boy, was I wrong. I would stay around and chat, but I have plans with Mother. It was so nice seeing you, Ducky. Sorry. Is it okay I call you that? Okay, great. I'll pick you up at 4 p.m. Bye.
Dudley, wait! I'm sorry, but that drink wasn't meant for you.
What are you saying now?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were waiting for a drink. I didn't even see you sitting down. That drink was actually for someone else. It's not chocolate milk, but don't worry. I'll make you a super special milk with extra chocolate and half, just how you like it. I'll even add whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. You like sprinkles, right?
Fuck you, cow.
Dudley takes the lid off the drink and throws the entire thing onto the barista.
What is wrong with you?
Well, excuse me, great value Harry Styles looking mother trucker. If I wanted to hear from an asshole, I'd fart.
Are you okay?
I can't believe this is happening. I am so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
That wasn't your fault. That guy was such a dick.
I'm so sorry. I'll make your drink again.
The barista goes to make oat milk's drink again, but this time her sticky hand slips and she puts a pump or two of hazelnut into the drink, as well as lavender.
Are you sure you don't want to change or something first?
No, I don't have any extra clothes.
The whirring of the espresso grinder kicks off again, making the conversation difficult to hear.
I'm so dumb. I can't believe this is happening. Things were going so well. You were actually talking like a normal human being. Then you had to fuck everything up like you always do. Why did I take this job? Caffeine makes me too anxious. Why can't I drink decaf after 5 p.m. like the rest of the fucking world? I hate you.
The whirring of the grinder stops, and we can hear the barista clearly.
No wonder no one likes you. You're insufferable and you look like a fucking thumb.
Wow. I'm sorry. Did I say something to offend you?
Holy shit. No, you don't look like a thumb at all. More like a very nice manicured pointer finger. I was talking to myself, which I know it seems confusing because I was referring to myself in second person. I'm sorry. I swear I'm a good person. I don't mean to be so aggressive. I didn't get enough sleep last night and I'm running on like 5 cups of coffee and I just really think you were super cool and awesome. And every time I see you come in here, I wish I had the guts to tell you how hot I think you are, but I never do because I'm terrified of you rejecting me. And I know my nose has a weird bump in it and my hair is permanently frizzy, but I swear I can be nice and patient and kind and cucumber cool. Like everyone else, I just have to work harder at it, but I am totally capable of being loved if I can just try to be more likable.
He finishes making the drink and sets it on the counter right in front of him.
What?
Cucumber cool?
It's a saying.
I don't think so.
Ouch. I don't think I will be able to handle what comes out of your mouth next, so I'm going to hide in the back for the rest of my life. See ya.
No, stop, please. Look. I don't think you're a bad person. Sure, you're loud and sometimes a little scary, but those things make you unique. Someone would have to be an idiot not to see how incredible you are.
Thanks for being nice to me and everything, dude, but you don't have to lie to me. I'm not.
You think I come here every day because the lattes are good?
Yes?
They're okay. The oat milk is good, but the espresso is usually burnt, kind of bitter. And you never tie your hair up, and I'm pretty sure that's a health code violation. One time I found a long hair in my latte, then it got stuck in the back of my throat, and I had to... Never mind. I come here to see you. But you've never seemed interested, so I thought it was better to give you your space.
Really? You've just always seemed so calm and collected. I thought you were afraid of me.
That's because I was afraid of scaring you away. Just because I'm calm on the outside doesn't mean I'm not tweaking on the inside. Let's go out. You and me. On a real date.
Of course. I would love to. Holy shit! What's happening? Oh my god!
I can't breathe. Happy Ben. Allergic nuts.
Hazelnut. Oh my god, I was so worked up about Dudley, I messed up the syrups. Holy shit, I poisoned you! You are allergic and I killed you! Where is your EpiPen? Okay, I found it!
She gets ready to stab it into his butt.
What? Okay, I'm sorry, that's just how they do it in the movies! How am I supposed to know where it goes? Okay, got it, your leg. I'm gonna do it now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I feel cucumber cool.
Evening. A quaint train cart on the left of the stage, cascaded by warm sunset light. In it, 2 women sit across from each other. They look very similar. Past the windows behind them, a colorful Argentinian landscape flitters by. The gentle chugga-chugga of a moving train drapes over the scene. One of the women, Paloma, looks visibly nervous, gripping the sides of her seat and bouncing her leg.
I can feel this damn cart swaying under my skin.
You're acting about as paranoid as Aunt Martina when she couldn't find her monastrell. Relax.
I just don't like fast-moving machines.
You're going to love Buenos Aires. It's cultural, lively, right up your alley.
I know. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Somehow I remain unconvinced.
Am I not allowed to be nervous? Can I just sit in my agitation? Can I have that?
No, it's annoying.
You're a hag. You know, I really do appreciate you letting me live with you, Jacinta. It means so much.
Of course. And you know I understand why you're nervous. You're going through rather big changes. I just want to reassure you.
You're a good sister. We spent so much time together. I thought the rest of my life would just follow suit alongside him. I thought I would wake up every morning to him gradually aging. I had this vision that when we'd get older, one morning I was going to notice the wrinkles and the smile lines that developed on his face. It's odd. I feel like now I remember him differently. I remember our future differently, if that's even possible.
You had so much love for each other. It was obvious. But Mom and I knew you weren't built to last. We told you.
I know. I don't need a told you so.
Lights down on Paloma and Jacinta's cart. Lights up on another cart on the right of the stage where two men sit. One of them, Eutimio, is eating some sort of truffle.
You nervous?
Oh, I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Those bigwigs ate up your proposal. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Hey, you couldn't have done it without me though, could you?
Probably could have.
Jokes. Hey, have you tried these complimentary truffles?
No.
You're missing out. They're the tits. Speaking of, how's that wife of yours doing?
I'm just sad.
You're starting to sound like you're regretting this decision.
No, I don't. It's difficult, that's all. There's nothing there. If there's love, there's no love in practice. There's hardly any time for us to amuse each other, to be our younger selves, to enjoy each other. He's become so much of a man. Doesn't do anything around the house, doesn't listen to me, doesn't care about me. He just complains and talks about himself all night. We don't have a good, fun time anymore.
Do you still love him?
Love her, but my God, she can be irritating.
Oh, I know it. Wives always got mouths on them.
I don't mind her mouth. Frankly, I wish she would use it more often.
Do you mean?
No, not like that. She doesn't talk to me, Eutimio. Not anymore. She used to. When our marriage used to be exciting.
Well, Paloma, marriages can't be made of fun and love. They're mostly just compromises.
But why? That sounds miserable. Santiago and I were close. At one point. There was something nostalgic about simply being with him. We had memories. Have you ever noticed that?
Notice you two had memories?
Notice that the most important relationships you have are always about reminiscing.
I'm not sure if you've observed this, but you're all grown up now. As your superior, I gotta give you that once in a while. That marriage is going to end in divorce unless you two have a conversation. Trust me, I would know. I have 3 ex-wives.
Eutimio, you're only 27. How do you have 3 ex-wives?
If I know, I blame feminism. Look, listen to me. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I know they can be maddeningly naggy, but sometimes it does well to listen to your wife.
God damn you for saying something possibly sensible.
Suddenly, the train halts to a stop. The lights above the cart flicker and go out, bathing the stage in darkness. There are some gasps and concerned mumbles from our characters.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Oh my God, we're going to die!
Jesus, Paloma, it's going to be fine.
I have to step out. Just for a moment, I need more space.
I might as well piss while we're stopped.
As Santiago and Paloma leave their carts and step out into the hall, the lights inside the train spark on, and they see each other. There's a moment of disbelief.
Paloma? What the hell are you doing here?
Oh my God. Santiago? What are you doing here?
I'm on my work trip.
I thought your trip was to Paraná.
They loved my presentation, so they sent Eutimio and I to the capital.
Oh. Aye. Well, that's fantastic news. Congratulations.
Why are you going to Buenos Aires? Paloma?
I'm leaving you.
Not if I leave you first.
Wait, what?
I'm leaving you.
No. That's not
Yeah.
how it works.
Who says?
God damn it, Santiago! I am leaving you! You're such a stubborn son of a bitch. I don't even get a fucking moment of surprise. This is not about you.
How is this not about me? You're leaving me.
Yes, I am leaving you. Me. I am doing the leaving. You don't even give me a breath of excitement because, about you. All you ever talk about is you.
I have nothing else to say when you don't talk to me.
Are we really doing this now? You talk over me.
I have to grasp at straws just to get you to say what you mean. You have never, ever told me to shut up. You have never expressed that I talk over you or I only talk about me.
Because it's not just that. We stopped loving each other, and it was a trap, and I was forced to listen to every goddamn word. I'm finally free from you. I can do is say whatever I want without fear. I can air it out now and hang it to dry forever.
This all could have been prevented. How was I supposed to know you hated when I spoke? I doubt you even left me a note at home, always leaving me to fend for myself.
Oh, fuck you. I don't hate when you speak. And what does it matter if I didn't leave you a note? I don't owe you anything but a spit in your face. I hate when you act like you are the mighty strings holding us together. I hate that you think you are a great observer, that you look at me as something you can determine and analyze and something that cooks for you and listens to your stupid fucking work proposals. I am a person, Santiago. I live for more. I have always wanted more from you, from my life, from all of it. I became your nanny, your mother, your goddamn psychiatrist. Why don't you ever do the fucking dishes? Why don't I get to come home from work and sprawl my cock across the couch and groan and whine? I'm leaving you now, but you already left a long, long time ago. I don't recognize you anymore. You're a masculine fucking shell of what you used to be. You bastard. Can't even take me seriously for once.
This is good, Paloma. This is wonderful.
What the hell are you on about?
I missed you, Paloma. I missed you saying what you mean. Oh, God, I'll be frank, Paloma. I'm in love with you when you tear me apart. Do you remember when we used to be friends? You didn't cage yourself. You fought against me. That day we argued about the birdie's real purpose after we crushed the other team in the badminton competition. I remember thinking you were the damn smartest woman I'd ever met. You were so fiery. That day we married, I lost my friend. You keep saying I'm a shell of what I used to be. You know damn well you still be yourself just the same. You quiet down. Why? Why did you change?
How desolate are we that you love when I tear you apart?
Don't lie. You love it too. You used to. Why did you change?
I was just trying to be a good wife.
I don't want a wife. I want my friend.
You can't be. This isn't going to
Don't say that.
It's not. I'm moving in with Jacinta. I need to take some time to live with myself. You said it yourself. You lost a friend when we got married. I lost myself.
I will give you space, I promise. I'll let you talk finally. Paloma, please. I really am in love with you. I am. I am. I know I've made mistakes, but all I know is you. All I want is you. You. How you are in this moment now.
I love you too, Santiago. I do. I just don't know if this is right. I don't know if I can do it with you.
Think about how we were. Do you remember how I used to look?
I do.
How did you used to see me? Could you stay with him? Come to me. Please.
Paloma hesitates, but then she runs to embrace Santiago. But they do not touch. Their hands outstretched, fingertips just about to intertwine, when a screech and a crash bang is heard. The stage is wiped into darkness as Santiago and Paloma's bodies fly to the ground. Sound effects continue to simulate the sound of a train crash. After a moment, a gentle light cascades over their bodies. They only hold each other in death, collapsed on each other.
Hook, Line, and Sinker, a play by Seth Barnes. The time is summer. The place is a dock on a lake in northern Wisconsin. Our characters are Melanie, the bass, and Mother. This play takes place over the course of about an hour. In darkness, we hear the sounds of a lake, the hum of dragonflies, the croak of a bullfrog, a bird singing. Then lights up on a small wooden dock raised a few feet off the stage and a set of stairs leading up from the lake and off stage. Somewhere on the dock, the quadratic formula is etched into the wood. Above the dock, there is the warm, golden light of an early summer morning on the lake. Below, the light is cool, green, and aqueous. Reeds, rocks, and small fish hang suspended in the water. Beneath the dock, bathed in this cool green light, is a man sitting in an armchair. His silhouette is sitting with a quiet intimidation. We then hear the sounds of voices and bare feet on old rough wood, and Melanie runs down the stairs with a fishing pole and a tackle box in hand, and we hear Mother from off.
Melanie, you've got 1 hour, okay?
I know, Mom.
We're leaving at 9 a.m. on the dot, understand?
Yes.
That doesn't mean 9:15.
I know. Sheesh.
Melanie sets about putting a worm on her hook. When she's satisfied, she drops the worm into the water. She sits on the edge of the dock with her feet dangling just above the water for a moment.
She's worried about me. She thinks I need her. My dad says the best place to cast is up past that big rock up there. He says it's been there since he was a kid. I caught a bunch of bluegill up there 2 summers ago, I think. When we're up here at the cabin, my dad and me always go fishing. It's not usually every day, normally like 1 or 2 days out of the week, but this summer, I've been on this dock every single day.
Melanie watches the water.
I'm trying to catch Clawtooth. He's this ginormous bass that, according to my dad, has been living under this dock since he was a kid. Apparently, people have been trying to catch it ever since my dad built the cabin. My dad said he almost got him when he was a kid, like all the way out in the middle of the lake. Now he lives under the dock. Dad says he's toying with us. I'm going to be the one to get him, though. We got here on Monday, and I've been out here pretty much all day, every day, trying to catch him. There hasn't been much luck so far, but I definitely saw him yesterday. He swam right past my hook. I don't know what the heck he's doing looking for food because the worm I've got here probably looks like delicious to fishes. delicious to fishes. I'm running out of time. Come on, Mr. Clawtooth.
The light beneath the dock brightens, and we see the bass sitting in his chair. He is a large bespectacled man in a suit with a large beard. An ugly scar stretches from the corner of his mouth up to a deadened, milky eye. He lights a pipe and stares at the hook dangling before him.
I have heard it said at one time or another that the only true form of failure in this life is to do nothing, say nothing. It's not an offense that I take to that sentiment, but rather direct opposition. You see, I have sat beneath this dock, doing absolutely nothing for as long as I can remember. And since I am still alive, I do not believe that anyone could ever accuse me of failure.
The bass stares at the hook.
I am the bass of which the girl above speaks with such a singular desire. I've been alive for more years than I know the numbers for, and I have kept myself alive by doing the absolute minimum. This dock protects me. I hide in its shadows, I bury myself in its mud, and I feed on the smaller fishes who would seek to do the same. I know this family, the one that lives up above, the one that supposedly owns this place. And boy, do they know me. They know me well enough to blind me in one eye and make a task of my surviving twice as hard.
The bass continues to stare at the line.
I do pretty well in school. I got all A's last year, and I got all A's the year before that. The year before that, they just gave us check marks and X's, but that whole system kind of seems like a load of crap to me. I didn't get any X's, though. When I was in 4th grade, my teachers decided to put me in the gifted and talented program. It's like me and a couple of other kids that get taken out of class a few times a week, and they have us do things like go to advanced math classes with the 8th graders. My parents were really proud when they heard about it. They talk to me about it all the time, but I keep telling them it's just math. Seems pretty important to them though. I did really well in the class. I'm pretty sure I was smarter than all of them. They were still pretty intimidating though, because they were 8th graders.
Melanie watches the water.
I'm going to middle school this fall. You could say I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm not. It's like this. My grades are good, like I already said, and I'm the first trombone in the school band, but there's only 2 other trombonists, and the 3rd chair is this boy named Eli that just likes to pretend that his trombone is a bazooka. But still, I practiced really hard and I got better than everyone else. Mrs. Rosenfield, our band director, said that I had a lot of raw talent, and if I keep working really hard, I could even make 1st chair in the middle school band. She gave me a solo at our spring concert last April. It's just that I put in all this work to get good grades and to be the 1st chair in the band and to be the top scorer on the basketball team. Oh yeah, I'm the top scorer on the basketball team. But I did all this stuff and I got really good, and now they're going to throw me right back down to the bottom of the food chain. I was just starting to feel like a big kid, and now I'm going to go right back to being a little kid. My guidance counselor keeps bringing that up. She said that everyone feels this way when they're moving into a new chapter of their lives, and that all anyone can do is try new things and be honest about your feelings. She kind of seems like a huge dummy to me, though, because I tried to be honest about my feelings, and that's what got me into this whole mess.
Melanie watches the water.
I'm going to get you, Clawtooth. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I guess he has chosen the hard way. I was a bench warmer in 4th grade, but now I'm on the starting team. Do you think it's weird that they have bench warmers in the 4th grade? I don't know. Coach says that I can be a really good basketball player if I work hard. Sometimes I think, I'm 11. I'm pretty good for an 11-year-old. But other times I think, Coach is right. I need to work even harder. My friend on the team, Hannah Anderson, sometimes calls me try hard. One time she said that, and then I called her a bench warmer and I totally scored on her. We're not really talking right now. I like basketball a lot. I think that's what I want to do when I grow up. I want to be on the Olympic team. Mom says that it's a bit early to be thinking about things like that, but I'm pretty dead set. I guess if that doesn't work out, then my fallback plan is to engineer sky hooks. They're like these really big hooks that spin around in the upper atmosphere against a counterweight, and they like throw things to other planets. I watched a YouTube video about it once. Wouldn't that be awesome?
In my younger days, I had a dream of seeing the ocean. I longed for it, not unlike the way the girl up on the dock longs for me. I wanted it so deeply that I even considered leaving behind the safety of my home. I was young, foolish. I did not yet see the fundamental tomfoolery of my dream. You see, when I look out into this water, I only see a haze. I have come to realize that even if I followed it forever, I would never reach that eternal blue that once called to me. Nor do I believe I would even know if I did. It's more legend than anything else among us fishes, the ocean. I mean, no one has ever seen it, but it remains with all of us, in all of us. It's a story we tell to our kids, and yet I was determined to be the first to truly see it. I was prepared to risk everything, and I did.
My dad is a really good fisher. He's like the best one I know. I keep asking him how to get this bass, and he keeps saying, well, that's old Clawtooth, and he's been here for generations, and he won't give up that easy. My dad hunts a lot too. Every year he ends up dragging a deer out of the woods, even though my mom keeps telling him that we don't have any room in the freezer. So I'm like, Dad, why do you keep shooting deer even though there's no room in the freezer? And he's like, it makes me feel good. The thing is, on the years when he doesn't get a deer, he just says things like rats and God damn it. But he doesn't actually seem that mad about it. He just gets ready for the next season.
Melanie watches the water.
My mom likes to run marathons. She ran one in 5.5 hours this summer, which is pretty fast. She's kind of past the whole breaking world records age now, but she's always trying to make herself run faster. What I don't really get is that she knows she can't win, but she still pushes herself and gets sort of upset when she doesn't finish the way that she wants to. Last year, my teacher, Mrs. Gronkowski, would make us do these book reports, like one a month. And I got A's on the first two, so I did the same for the third one. But that time I got a B. So I talked to Miss Gronkowski about it, and she told me that I was a smart girl. So I was like, then why the heck didn't I get an A? And she just told me I should try working harder. So I worked harder and I did all this research for the fourth book report, and then I got an A. And that was great, but then I did the same for the fifth and I got a B again. Like, what does she want me to do? Write the freaking sequel? I know school is about challenging yourself and finding your strengths or whatever, but if I'm spending all my time trying to write a kick-ass book report, then when am I going to find the time to catch this stupid bass? God! When I talked to her about it, she said, Melanie, you are in the Gifted and Talented program. I would think you would want to hold yourself to a higher standard. That made me really mad. They talked to me about bettering myself and enriching my understanding of the world, but all it really comes down to is A's and B's. Who gets a 99% and who gets the 100? I always get the 100.
Melanie watches the water.
My friends at school are sometimes mean about being smart. Marissa Murphy told me that they put all of the weirdos in the Gifted and Talented program. But Marissa still hasn't figured out her multiplication table, so it doesn't even matter what she thinks because she's an idiot. And then the girls on the team are sometimes mean about me being the top scorer. Hannah Anderson's birthday was last month, and I didn't get invited. and I kind of think she's still mad at me about calling her a bench warmer. She's just mad because the only time she's gotten off the bench was like once during the whole season, and I'm totally right.
Melanie watches the water.
I used to be like a really bad basketball player, you know. I rode the bench for almost all of 4th grade. Near the end of the season, I was just riding the bench like always, and then coach really wanted to give one of the starters a break, so he put me in. I was really excited, but I also got really nervous. My parents had come to every single game, and I feel really bad because they had to watch me be on the bench for every single one. But I was in, and I was playing, and I was running around and stuff, but no one would pass it to me. And then this girl on the other team missed a shot, and the ball bounced off the rim and just sort of landed in my arms. Everyone on the team was yelling at me to pass it to them, but my parents were in the crowd, and I had never had the ball before, and I just wanted to score a point so bad. But then I dribbled the ball off my toe. I wasn't paying attention, and I kicked it right to the other team, and they scored. We lost that game. And my parents went to like 20 games, and that was all that they saw me do. My mom said that it was okay, but I still think that she was really disappointed.
Melanie watches the water.
It feels like everybody, my parents and all my teachers and my coaches, and sometimes even my friends, it's not that they want me to be good, it's that they expect me to be good. They expect me to be good and to keep getting better. I could score 100 points in a game, and all my parents would want to talk about is how I could score 101. They've always expected that from me, so now I expect that from me. And they've put so much time and like money into making me really good that I feel like I have no choice. Sometimes I just wish that I was the only person I'd be letting down. But now I'm really good. And now I'm the top scorer on the team, and I don't kick the ball to the other team's hands. My parents do not have to watch me sit on the bench and do nothing. I'm really going to miss it, I think. They haven't decided if they're going to let me play in middle school yet.
Everyone I met told me to forget about the ocean. They called it an unattainable ambition. And so I did as they said, and I forgot about it. Like I said, as I got older, I came to see its fundamental tomfoolery. So I remained here in the shadows, in the mud. I came to love its comforts and its hidey holes, if you will. I built a life here.
The bass watches the line.
Why, I knew a great many fishes back in the day. Why, there was old Musky Lunch. He was what I've heard you folks refer to as the top of the food chain. Always had an extra minnow or two, or a spare one if I needed it. He was a kind fellow. Well, then there was old Bluegill. Boy, that little guy was just about the funniest fish I've ever met. He'd always get going on some tirade or another, and in a couple of minutes he could have me just about busting my gills. He once came over to my dock complaining that these bottom feeders were eating his better half's eggs. Those bottom feeders can't feed on this bottom. Woo! I swear to you, he could have done stand-up if he had had legs. And then there was Walleye. He was my closest friend down here in the depths. He was the only one who didn't laugh when I told him I wanted to see the ocean. He told me that he thought I could do it, and he told me he'd even tried to see it with me. He wasn't no fool either. He was a clever one. Could always spot a line, even in the darkest depths of the water. That fish saved all of our lives more than once, if my memory serves. Of course, it all caught up with him in the end. It caught up with all of them. Each and every one of them found themselves on the end of a hook, on the end of this family's hook. You know, this lake isn't all that big. It only goes so deep and so wide. A young fish looking for a bit of fun only has so many options. We would play this game. We would try to see if we could pull the bait off their hooks without them noticing. Oh, we got pretty good at it too. It's one of those things, though. It never ends all too well.
We had this test in that advanced math class that I was telling you about, the one with the 8th graders. We were like plotting points and stuff, and I messed up the quadratic formula. I didn't forget it. I know what it is. But when you're done plugging in all the numbers, and the answer could be like one of two numbers, because it's like plus or minus, you know? And I forgot to do the minus one. I forgot to do that on all of them. I failed that test.
Melanie, just a few more minutes, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Melanie watches the water.
And that same day, we had this like end of season banquet for the basketball team. They put the whole team up on this stage and they were giving out all these awards and like superlatives and stuff. And it was like most improved and best laugh and all this dumb stuff that I don't really care about. But when they got to MVP, it went to Hannah Anderson. Hannah Anderson only averaged 8 points a game, and I averaged 13, and she always turns it over. It was so stupid. And then they gave me hardest worker. Like, I get that I'm the hardest worker, and that's why I'm always the most valuable player. So I basically just turned and punched Hannah Anderson in her stupid mouth. I knocked out 2 of her teeth. Coach said she wasn't in charge of the middle school team, but I probably wouldn't be allowed to play next year. My parents were pretty mad, though. They might not let me play regardless. It also didn't really help when they found out that I had failed that test. They were so ashamed. They were like, "We didn't raise a violent person. What is going on with you? You're failing tests and you're punching girls in their mouths." And they said that if I wanted to be MVP, then I would just have to work harder. And maybe they should pull me out of the gifted and talented program. And I just got so angry at them because I'm already working so hard for you people.
Well, I said he didn't think I could do it. Pull this worm off some hook. I went for it, but I wasn't quick enough. The fisherman set the hook and started pulling me up. I was wrestling with him, but I wasn't strong enough. While I swam in and pulled me off the damn thing, but not before they pulled him right out. Do you know what becomes of a fish after it's been caught? The fisherman, after he puts a hook through the fish's face, after he pulls you out of the water, out of your home, he drags you up on land while you're still struggling for breath. He takes a knife to you and he cuts you wide open, pulls your insides out. He takes everything from you except your head, your tail, and your spine. And then he tosses you right back. Do you know what it's like to see your friends, the folks you've grown up with, float down right into your home? To look them right in their dead eyes. I tried to run. I thought to myself, I need no part of this. I'll leave this all behind and I'll finally see the ocean. I don't care if it kills me. I'm going to see that endless water. But the folks above couldn't even let me have that. I tried to flee, but it seemed that all I could see ahead of me was the bones of my dead friends. That was a line I couldn't cross. That's when I finally made the decision. If there's no ocean out there for walleye, then there's no ocean out there for me. No, sir. The only thing I'll ever see is the line before my eyes. The only victory there will ever be for me is the knowledge that there's one fish left in this lake that they didn't make a meal out of.
They want me to win, so I win. I write the essays, and I do the tests, and I get the solos, and I score the points. And the weird thing is that even though I've won a lot of things, you'd think it would be okay to not win just once. But it made it so much worse because I know that I can. I can beat anyone at anything. I know it.
I hate the fishermen. That is not to say I do not respect them. They're very skilled at what they do. It takes patience to outwit a fish. It takes an ability to trust in one's resources and to feel even the slightest tug through one's hands, to react to something that you can neither see nor hear. Yes, I respect the fishermen, but I hate them. I can't hear them up there. They pray to catch a fish. They call out to whatever god they like and they beg for a fish. They have their good luck charms, their special rituals, or perhaps what they believe to be the perfect fishing spot. All they want is a fish. And even after they get one, they come back year after year trying to catch another and another and another.
The bass stands.
And another and another and another and another and another and another and another.
All right, Melanie, it's time to go.
Just a couple more minutes.
No, Melanie, we talked about this. It's time to go.
I have to catch Clawtooth.
She watches the water intently now.
Melanie Marie, do not make me come down there. We come up here every summer and that fish is not going anywhere.
But Mom.
Damn. I am something that they want, that they need. They come out early in the morning with a dream in their hearts to do something that they believe is of merit, to catch something that they think will make them happy, something that they think will bring them glory.
The bass takes the line in his hand.
Melanie, if you aren't up here in 10 seconds, then...
Mom, please. Please.
The bass yanks the line.
Oh my God, Mom. Mom, I've got him. I've got him. He's on the line. I've got him.
Melanie and the bass are locked in battle for a moment.
Come on. Come on.
I am not glorious. I am not something to be varnished and placed on your wall. I do not belong in a frying pan. The only real thing of value anyone can glean from this lake or any other place in this world is that the world was not meant for you. It is not yours. You only walk on it. To quote another one of you bipeds, most of life is just learning how to lose.
The bass then pulls a pair of scissors out of his pocket and snips the line. Melanie falls backward, but before she hits the dock, she realizes what has happened. She scrambles back to the edge of the dock and stares into the water. She then begins to cry in earnest. She wails. She throws her tackle box and her pole, and she stomps the old warped boards of the dock.
You know, I once broke a man's line. I believe it was this girl's grandfather, maybe her uncle, but I pulled him right into the water. He looked right at me. I could have sworn he'd let the water fill his lungs before he walked out empty-handed. But alas.
The bass lets the line fall to the ground. Mother comes slowly down the stairs, and she goes to Melanie.
I'm sorry, honey. It'll be okay. We'll come back next year.
But I really, really wanted to catch him.
Did you try your best?
Melanie watches the water.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay then. You're allowed to lose things.
Mother sits down on the dock next to Melanie.
You are. Remember Susan Madsen from the PTA? We've been running against each other in races for the past, 6 years. And she beats me every time. But you know something else? She's never gotten any faster.
But you and Dad always seem so angry when I don't win stuff.
We're never angry with you, sweetie. We just see So much potential in you. And you're so driven. Do you think you'd be this upset over a silly fish if you didn't want it so badly?
But I didn't catch him.
Melanie, your father has been trying to catch that fish since before you were born. The amount of money he has spent replacing broken poles and lost lures could probably pay for your college and then some. But still, he comes out here every summer. It doesn't matter what you do, sweetie, just so long as you do your best.
Melanie watches the water.
I'm going to give you a minute, okay? We're just finishing up, and your dad wants to make it home in time for the game.
Mother exits. Melanie sits on the dock and stares at the water, huddled against herself, almost in prayer.
I'll come back next year.
I've been evading this family for my whole life. What I found as I lie in wait is that the likelihood of meeting my maker on my own terms grows smaller with each passing year. To outwit a worthy opponent is to only prolong the inevitable.
I'll come back next year.
This girl, she has become stronger for her failure. I fear that I've lit a fire in her belly that will not be extinguished by myself or any other entity in her life. Whether she wants to or not, she will come back next year.
I'll come back next year.
The bass looks up, not at the line, but directly at Melanie. He lights his pipe and settles back into his chair.
The question I would pose to you, young lady, once you've caught me, once you've taken your photographs with me hanging by my lip from your line, once your father has patted you on the back, said, "Good job, darling, I'm proud of you," and gone off to sleep, what comes next? How many fish are you going to drag out of the depths into the sun before you realize that all the things you want will one day, sooner or later, just be things that you have?
I'll come back next year. I'll come back next year.
Blackout. End of play.